If anyone's been in the grocery store in the last few years, it's obvious there are some really innovative dairy products, from drinkable yogurts to organic infant formulas to non-dairy milks. But so much creativity can go undiscovered if the package blends into the wall of sameness. Building brand identity is more than just a great product. It needs to be identifiable. Fortunately, it's easy to stand out with almost 80% of dairy products today using the same type of packaging. Brands use both color, shape, and appearance to avoid being just another brick in the wall. A quick glance at these logos, and you can identify the brand behind it, mostly from the distinctive shape. This is where PET packaging comes in. The success of PET is about shelf appeal. No other packaging, HDPE, glass, can, carton, comes close to PET in creating a unique design. PET gives designers the freedom to build the shape that conveys the brand identity and the value of the products. With PET, you can create packages that match the brand and product messages and stand out on the shelf. Hi, I'm Kellen Wheelock, Group Leader with PenColor. Here at PenColor, we develop new technologies to create packaging with unique colors and textures. Today, I'll be sharing some ideas on how you can create your own iconic packaging. Let's start with color. White. It conveys a message of freshness, quality, safety, purity. It's important that dairy products convey this message to consumers. But white has so many flavors and textures, some more recyclable than others. Instead of live with those trade-offs, PenColor developed Pentahold as a flexible platform to deliver color and appearance in PET. With the Pentahold technology, a PET bottle can now deliver the vision of a brand while meeting all the technical requirements for dairy, all while maintaining package circularity. Pentahold is a platform to provide opacity to PET without the disadvantages of traditional white colorants. Pentahold can create white with high opacity. And by white, I mean all shades of white, from bluish to reddish to even a creamy yellow. But the real flexibility comes in the form of texture and appearance. Looks like a high gloss, a deep matte, or a pearlescent white, even replicating the look and feel of HDPE. Pentahold is an additive master batch for PET that combines an engineered polymer, light absorbers, and some optional inorganic components like TiO2. All the components are selected for their high purity, thermal stability, and regulatory compliance like REACH and FDA and EU food contact. Because of their purity and stability, Pentahold has a better profile for non-intentionally added substances than traditional white colorants. So how does Pentahold work? Conventional white bottles get opacity from light scattering property of TiO2. When the light penetrates the sidewall of a bottle, TiO2 particles bend and scatter light because of their size and refractive index. As the light changes direction, it will encounter absorbing materials that trap the light and prevent it from going through. This method prevents most of the light from getting through, but in order to block all of it, you need a lot of TiO2, upwards of 10% of the weight of the bottle. Pentahold introduces an entirely new mechanism, reflecting interfaces. Throughout the thickness of a PET bottle sidewall with Pentahold, light may encounter up to 100 to 150 reflecting interfaces. These work synergistically with the light scattering particles and the absorbing materials to fully block any light with as little as half the total amount of added materials. This synergy reduces the need for white pigments like TiO2 I can even reduce it all the way down to 0. So why does 0 matter? Well, 0 TiO2 is important, and here's a few key things to consider. First, circularity. With Single-Use Plastics Directive, circularity is setting all new expectations for what goes into the recycling streams. With the target set by the SUP, we expect to have both an increase in the recycling rate to 90% and an increase in the recycled content in each package to 30%. This combination makes it critical for the additives to be formulated for circularity. And this is a technical challenge because the stakes are high for circularity, and the EU lawmakers are sending clear signals to pressure to control the integrity of the plastics recycling streams is only going to increase, because this is perceived as a key enabler of circularity. Penahol helps meet these circularity objectives by maintaining PET polymer properties, eliminating TiO2, and enabling recycling of white PET bottles. Penahol was tested for recycling with 50% rPAT and passed all protocols of the EPBP and APR. In fact, Penahol was so successful it won the 2020 Sustainability Award for driving the circular economy. We're excited to see momentum building for Penahol in the market with our partners and customers. The value of Penahol to a brand is clear, but it adds value to the manufacturing side as well by reducing the total cost to produce a bottle. Less TiO2 means less wear and tear of injection molding